Hello boys and girls, or whatever it is you want me to call you. Welcome to this video for Space Quest 3, The Pirates of Pestulon, which I think is a reference to the Star Trek title The Pirates of Orion. This is the first Space Quest game that was actually created with the SCI interpreter. So that is why we see much more detailed graphics, better sound, and much more improvements. This is of course one of the early versions. It has been intermediate amount of time since Roger Wilco rocketed away from Valhall's burning space fortress. Time stands still for our hero in suspended animation. Its engines long spanned, the small escape pod drifts aimlessly through unfamiliar starfields. Its course altered by many times by small asteroids and space debris. Inside, Roger lies undisturbed in his sleep chamber. Not for long. Yeah, what will happen now that we are still sleeping in this sleeping chamber? The pod, considered to be nothing more than another piece of scrap, is taken aboard a robot-commanded garbage fighter. Unfortunately, these robots have no regard for organics. Yeah, I guess it's only fitting for a janitor to end up on scrap. The small spot is jarred by a sudden shock which triggers the sleep chamber's revive mode. As the glass shroud strikes back, Roger slowly begins to regain consciousness.
Where am I?
And this is one of the first Shara games that did have speech, even though it was only that "Where am I?" that Roger just uttered. Now the DOS PC version, which I'm actually playing right now, did not support this properly. It is because I'm using ScumVM right now that it was still set. You notice the sounds from the pod grow softer until they are imperceptible. Having served its purpose and taxed its resources, the pod gives a final hum and shuts down. And yes, well, it will never be used again. Now it seems that having the sound for this elevator construction and background music was a bit too much for the system. It always takes a bit of putting this right. But yes, I have to take the way up. However, you will have to be quick about this, as there is a shredder waiting for me and the other side, and of course falling into that thing means death. Now, in all SVI titles it goes that the game always pauses while typing commands, so it's not too much of a problem. Yeah, that is where I have to go to. Let's speed things up a little. Let's see. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's the way to go. I believe it was here. No way. That is the room where I eventually have to drop. Take. Bingo! The claw senses contact with the warp motivator, grasps it firmly and begins to ascend back to the grabber. Now the shortest way is this way, but I hate that beeping, so... Now, as long as this robot ignores me, all is fine. Because as soon as it takes note of my presence, it will kill me. Yeah. Let's see. Bullseye. Sensing an adequate surface, the claw releases its cargo and begins to ascend the grabber unit. The object sucks into place within the cavity of the ship. Fantastico. Well, what I explained during the slot machine part of Space Quest 1 is that the maximum scores were in the older games always below 255. Now that we are using SCI, we suddenly see a much higher maximum score. And that is certainly because of more memory at the disposal. This number requires at least 2 bytes. It was really ridiculous how much that mattered back in the day. Anyway, let's... Rats. Now note that I did get points for getting the reactor. However, it will eventually get stolen from me. And then I will even lose the points that I got for obtaining the reactor in the first place. However, that reactor is one of my tickets out. And here the reactor will get stolen. And you see that I lost 15 points in the process. You seem to have been mugged by some type of large rat. As you pick loose fur and from your teeth, you'll notice a less bulky feeling. Now it's not that hard to get back that reactor, and if I get past it a second time, you should be allowed to keep the damn thing. Oh yeah, nice to note, I told you before, the glowing gem that I obtained in Space Quest 2 is still in my possession. It does, however, no longer glow, but I do need that thing pretty soon. And now the rats do not appear. Must be intelligent creatures, able to connect a reactor like that. And well, let's... I also need this ladder. You grab the ladder and jam it in your pocket. Ouch. Yeah, it's always a bit odd how adventure game heroes can carry all that stuff. That's the difference between a game and reality. And now I should have all the stuff I need. And, well, let's first make a save game as... Yeah. Entering that robo head can, if you don't steer well, bring death. And the ship that you see here that I already placed the warp core in is actually my ship, my most important part of navigation through this entire game. Because that makes this the first space quest that is truly space quest, as we are really going through space lots of times. You notice it's to be slick up here. Be careful. Yeah, it is one tiny misstep and you will fall to your death. Let's see, yeah, only the glowing gem. Before I do that, let's first have another save. Is trying to get out of this place can mean death if you do it wrong. Well, let's turn on the radar and take off. The weapon system, front and fire. And we are in space. Well, let's deactivate that front shield for now. It will only take energy. The radar must always be on, and then the navigation system. Now this is the planet of Ortega. That is going there will roast me to death, as that planet is too hot for me. So let's do another scan. The planet of Fleet Hut. That is now my target. And let's enter light speed. Identity confirmed. Roger Wilco. Okay, so I'm not going to read that number. Roger Wilco. Vending machine. Fraud. Judgment. Terminate. If you wonder why it was mirrored, simply the Terminator was reading it from the screen and we saw the reflection in its glasses or its goggles or whatever you want to call that. A flashing message attracts my attention. Well, I will meet the Terminator here on Fleet Hut, and there is no way to prevent that. With a mighty whomp, you set the aluminum mallet down the surface of Fleet Hut. As you step out your ship onto the surface of Fleet Hut, you are hit into the face by harsh winds. It looks like a storm is brewing. Meanwhile, another spacecraft touches the ground on the very same planet. Well, I don't have to worry about the Terminator right now. He will always get me at a fixed position of the game. This snake, if I hang on one to you too long, it will eat me. The slime you see in this cavern will also eat me if I get right under it. And if I go too far to the north, I will be zapped by lightning. Now another threat that I have to watch out for is a scorpizoid. That could be... Yes, it's a sign. Minor. Just ahead, visit the Mock Memorial and the galaxy-famous World of Wonders. Before I enter a save game, because when I leave the store, that will also always be the moment that the Terminator will attack. Howdy stranger, my name is Blatz, Faster Blatz, welcome to World of Wonders. Go ahead, have a look at some of the trendiest items in the known universe. Make most of your vacation buckazoid. Yeah. My, that certainly is one fine Honkorium. Now I can get the price raised a few times, but he will never go higher than 425 buckazoids. Yeah, how about a nice board on a stick? The kids will love this. Your working hours for fun. And the whole family. Just how cute this little guy is. Well, it depends on how I'm going to defeat the Terminator if I actually need that board on a stick. Yeah, that hat is actually the Astro Chicken flight hat. And then Tamar Weave underwear. I will need that when I'm going to visit Ortega. Thank you for stopping by. Look like that lighting getting close. Better be careful out there. Well, the lightning is not what troubles me, but this is. I always told you the Terminator would attack me here. So, this is Roger Wilco, the man I've been sent across the universe to track down and terminate. I'm not impressed. You were too easy to find. You tend to leave a mess wherever you go. Seemed like you didn't pay for that Livonian terror beast mating call wizard. Let's see, with interest that comes down to 400,000 buckazoids. I don't think you got that kind of cash on you, I don't think so. The good and friendly Gibbozoid novelty and co are most displeased. Non-payment is a serious offense. But lucky for you that I'm in a good mood today. I will count to 10 real slow and then track you down. If you make it to your ship, I forget I see you. If I catch you again, I dust you like Bond cake. Now, there are basically two ways in which I can deal with the Terminator. One of them is luring to those crazy creatures on the location next to my ship. And then it will get eaten. But I need to get the belt that he uses to make himself invisible. And then I can get it out with the orbit on a stick. Otherwise I will be eaten myself. The other way is by going this way. Let's get that fucking mouse pointer out of the way. also see that the elevator goes back down. Mr. Terminator will follow me. Now I really... this will not always work the way it should. Yeah. And with that I have the invisibility belt, which I will need later. Hey, what's going on here? Didn't you read the sign saying we're closed for repairs? Oh, I see. You got rid of that grease-swilling android. I never did like that Terminator series. Good riddance to bad circuits. Well, you might as well ride down with me. And that makes that I'm actually, well, nothing to worry about. Yeah, this looks very scary, but that is actually just the top of that World of Wonders thing. Yes, let's get that fucking pointer out of the way. I really hate that. Well, Space Quest 4 is of course entirely driven by mouse. Navigation system. Oh. That was the wrong key. Scan. Monolith burger. Of course, I hate to advertise well-known brands on my channel, but I guess it goes without saying that Monolith Burger is a parody to McDonald's. And of course, all Star Trek fans will have recognized the Enterprise, which will now leave. Now I should say this entire location is optional. Welcome to Monolith Burger. May I take your order? Now I should take the Monolith Fun Meal, which I can just do by pressing number 7. Thank you. And when I press Q, it should. Yes. Would you like something to drink with yet? Yes or yes? Would you like some space spots with that? Yes or yes? Would you like a bloodfruit pie with that? Special today, a free drink with every purchase. And then let's carve up 7 Buckazoids. Have a nice day. You gingerly pick up the greasy bag. You can hardly wait to have a seat and dig in. Let's eat. give him that. That was pretty nicely animated for the time being. Ah! Hey, what's this in my burger? Oh, it must be my Festivals Fun Meal prize. Hey, it's a swell decoder ring. That was mildly tasty. Well, maybe mildly tasty. Well, maybe not tasty at all. In fact, it reminded you of the slick skin of a Valerian milkus worm. Well, and this is, well, what we all were waiting for. Astro Chicken! I really hate this game. It is. If you manage to get exactly right on the mat, making a gel, then it's then you will actually get score, and let's slow down the game speed a bit. This is very slow. Actually, a bit too slow. And now you wonder why I'm playing this game multiple times. Well, actually, if you have played these games about 10 times or so, or if you manage to get a certain score with it, then you will see something happen. I hate this. See? Yeah, it was about time. Of course, you saw the company name behind Astro Chicken, Scumsoft. Of course, scum can refer to bad people. Of course, it's also the name of the game interpreter that was used by LucasArts Entertainment Company for their adventure games. And Shera and LucasArts were really big competitors of each other back in the day. Although they did know very well that fans of one of them would also play the games of the other. So I have often wondered if the rivalry between the two was also the reason why they would name a company deliberately sickening the market with bad computer games. If naming it Scumsoft was a kind of rival action between the two. I still get points for it. Now it has come to my attention that Shara did also release Astro Chicken separately from Space Quest. Yeah, that was... Suddenly, things took a turn for the worst. Oh, I still get points for this. Yes, I still got points for that. 5 to be exact. And now I no longer got points for this. Right, and this is a message in code script, and now the secret code goes something like this. I will try to read it, but it is pretty hard. Help us. We are being held captive by Scumsoft on the small moon of Pestulon. An impenetrable force field surrounds the moon. It's let's see, yeah, it where is that? You like saying it must. Yes, I really must look that character up as it doesn't ring a bell to me. It must F-I, that third letter is an R. Oh, it must first be deactivated. Its origin is unknown to us. Scumsoft security is armed with yellow pistols, and then we speak of jello as in that stuff yellow, not the color. We are counting on you, on whoever you are. 2 guys in trouble. Let's put the game in fast speed again. Well, saving those two guys in trouble is the mission of this game. Next stop, and we already saw it in the navigation system, will be Ortega. Scan. Set course. Course locked. And light speed. Yeah, I guess it's a longer ride this time. Now I must wear that thermal weave underwear. My, this is one hot planet. But you don't care. You're beating the heat with your thermal weave underwear. Now, look what will happen if I cross this, well, let's call it bridge. It appears that parts of this planet's surface are not entirely stable. Better be careful or you'll end up in that lava fondue below. Yeah, well, let's hang on for a while. These fellows are not really friendly. They will shoot me as soon as they see me. But if you wait a while, they'll go away and you will see their ship leaving. Aha! You've discovered the force beam generator, and that moon must be Pestulon. Well, there are two objects that I need here. And well, let's just move. On land. You reach the rim of the decayed cinder cone and are overwhelmed by the sight. An impressive machine of staggering size sits in the middle of the volcanic crater. Well, this is, of course, the generator for the force fields that surround the moon of Pestulon. Now this requires me to be careful. I have to bomb this with my detonator. However, as soon as I did so, a timer will run and I only will have a short time to get away from this planet, or I will be fallen into the lava. The explosion disabled the force field generator. You may now travel safely to Pestulon. One thing is fine to just climb, and now suddenly you can't. That detonator has apparently set up a chain reaction of earthquakes. You'd better get off this rock as soon as possible. And the bad side of all this is that there's no telling how much time there's left. But the first time I played this game, I found out the hard way that time is pretty short and that you will die if you take too long. My, things have certainly changed since you were here last. That unstable rock has fallen into the simmering lava below. Your brow furrows in grim determination as you prepare for a tremendous leap. The Romanian judge gives you 9.5. A truly outstanding jump by one of the finest young athletes we've seen this season. You'd like to try that again, but your pool seems to have fallen into tumultuous lava below. And finally, I am safe. And now to fish that label out of my tea, as it fell in. I don't like to burn my fingers. Oh, that's that. Well, first let's put some sugar into my tea. Lovely fruit tea with peach. And that while I'm not even playing Mario. Let's look at the monitor again. If you wonder how I could get the last comment I typed, that's just pressing F3. Which had also that function on the MS-DOS prompt back at the time. Scan. Resume scan. Yeah, nice planet, very hot, but it is not where I have to be. No, I don't want another hamburger. some miserable excuse that has to go for that. And this is Pestulon. That is where I should go. Of course. Well, let's just go at attack speed. This is such a short ride that I don't need light speed. It gives me some time to stir the sugar in my tea. Well, not even that I see. Well, and this is the last time I will make a flight like that, as all the other business will now happen on Pestulon. Although this ship will also be where the game ends. No promises on how I will show all that, as that is a really fucking part that I hate with so much passion. It actually ruins the entire idea of playing an adventure game. But we are not that far yet. Well, it basically does not matter in which way I exit this screen. I will always end up here. You make your way through the forest of strange trees to this clearing, where you discover the entrance of some large underground complex. This must be Scumsoft. Suddenly, the door of the complex begins to open. Several guards file out the entrance to disperse into the woods. They must have been alerted to your presence when you landed. 2 guards remain behind to watch the entrance. Okay, you ring the bells. Whoa! This thing really works. You then quickly realize that you only have a few moments before the belt's power pack is depleted. Well, and now the power packs are empty. So much for invisibility. Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do with that door right now. For some reason let's slow down the game a bit. Yes, now it works. You find yourself in gas, a janitor's closet. Certainly have a sixth sense about these kind of things. Yeah. What a great idea, Sir Roger. No one would be suspicious of a janitor walking around. You grab the coveralls and put them on, seizing the opportune moment to dump all of the old items you've been pocketing along the way. And what a great disguise! Wait, what's this? You reach down the pocket of the grimy coveralls and find, well, what do you know? Mr. Garbage, a trash vaporizer. You've seen these babies in all janitorial supply catalogs, but your superiors were always too cheap to outfit you with one. Yes. Now basically, yes, that's the... Now basically I have to make my way all the way to the north exit, but I have to watch all trash cans. No janitor would leave a trash can full, so any trash can that I miss will cause its owner to alert security. Surreptitiously, you'd snatch the picture of Elmo. Never heard that word before, but hey, English is not my first language. First, making sure that no one else is watching, you slip Elmo's picture onto the copier and press the start button. Out pops a beautifully reproduced copy, which you roll up and stash into your pocket. Don't forget the original. Yeah, if anyone sees me with that picture, I will also have busted this. I will need that picture, that copy of that picture later. No. Let's see. Nothing to do there. Now basically I don't have to empty all the trash cans, only the ones that are in the corridors that I pass through. Like these two now. Well, let's first have a sip of my tea. Attention, attention, we have a very special birthday today. Our founder, Mr. Park, has just turned 14, so stop by and give Elmo a big ol' hug. Attention everyone, Mr. Park has just announced that Sunday will be a half day. Whatever. And this is the last trash can here. Oops, you missed. It's basically behind that guy. Or is it no trash can at all? No, there is really a trash can. Let's just first get this one, then this one. And where is that last trash can then? Is that... Now it's empty. Yeah. Now these guys really look like L.O. and Ken Williams. Ken to the left and L to the right. You are in the boss's cubicle area, and the boss is in. Be reverent. Over the top of the partitions, you can see two gentlemen cracking whips. You assume that this must be the programming department. Very nice how the game developers thought about programming back then. Of course, let's just empty Elmo's trash can. And this is of course the boss of Scumsoft and also the main antagonist of this game. You stand on a platform overlooking the Scumsoft vehicle bay. In the center of the hangar suits your ship, surrounded by rows of short-range skull fighters. Now, how will you ever get out of here? Well, that is, of course, a later problem. Now, the boss has left his office, and let's therefore snatch his keycard. The third game featuring one. And if I'm correct, also the last one. But hey, what do I know? Well, let's see. Let's take a different route this time. Dead end. Another dead end. So basically, I guess there is only one route, that the other trash cans are basically just I don't actually know if I get extra points for cleaning them all, but hey. Let's find out. And this should be the last one. Yes. And no extra points. So basically there's no point in going after all of them. But hey, now I showed you that there is no point behind that. Well, let's go back to the main corridor. This is the place to be now. Yes, and now it will scan my face, but as I have an unknown face, the door will remain closed unless I show that picture of the boss Elmo. Open sesame. Well, and these are the two guys from Andromeda. You cautiously enter the darkened chamber. Seemingly bottomless shaft drops off into a black abyss. On the platform in the center of the chamber, the two guys from Andromeda wiggle helplessly in lime jello. The platform can only be reached by the four retractable bridges at each entrance. Yeah, basically, the one on the left is Scott Murphy, and the one on the right is Mark Crow, the two creators of Space Quest, or at least the ones behind the main design. And well, as soon as I free them, all hell will break loose, and what will happen next will decide if I will show the entire game or if I break it off here, as I really hate the part that is coming up next with passion. You successfully free the two guys from their slimy confines, and they begin to speak. Thanks, dude. It's great to be out of that green stuff. Hey, what's your name? Roger Wilco, you admit. They discovered our distress message that we coded into the Astro Chicken game and sent us here as punishment. Let's get out of here before we are discovered. Oops. So, what's your plan for getting us out of here, Wilco? Nobody is going anywhere. You must have thought you were pretty clever, Mr. Wilco, disguising yourself as a janitor. Unfortunately for you, my boys found your sorry excuse for a ship in the woods. Escort these gentlemen to the arena! You boys haven't seen a good fight in a while. And do away with those Andromedans. They have been more trouble than they are worth. Take them away! You and the two guys are separated and escorted away. A door opens and you are led into the dark unknown. Yeah, this will be a little robot fight. That fight is already describable in two words: downright terrible, and actually that doesn't do it justice. Okay, Mr. Wilcom, the name of the game is Nukem Dukem Robots. Clearly a clear reference to Duke Nukem. The only rule is that there are no rules. You have a limited power supply. A successful blow will absorb my robot energy and vice versa. On the other hand, a wasted movement or any kind will rapidly deplete your robot's power. Let's see. J to punch, M to block. Yeah, that is. Okay, here's the rule. If you win, you will have the honor of Scumsoft new full-time janitor. Ha 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 ha. Oof. Sorry, not now. By the way, your friends, the two guys from Andromeda, have joined us, as you can see below. Be careful not to step on them. Now we can start the fight. Now, there is, of course, if I can avoid all his blows. Let's slow things down a bit. That is harder than you think. Like I said, I always hated this game with passion. But yes, it is well known that if you can make Elmo waste all his moves, but I guess I'm in bigger trouble than he is. Although he has decided to waste some more energy. Yes, come on. Finish him. Fatality. But like I said, the worst has yet to come. The space battle. Get him, you fools! Well, Roger, you done good. You managed to rescue the two guys and escape from Pestulon alive. Looks like this'll be a milk run from here out. Gosh, Rock, we really appreciate you saving us and all. Yeah, we were really scared. We didn't know what Perk was going to do with us. Well, it's not over yet. As I said, the worst is yet to come. Hey, don't you think we better get out of here? Buck's really sore, and he probably sent some ships after us. Warning, short-range fighters approaching from the rear. Weapons lock-on detected. Well, light speed non-functional. Well, what we only can do now is go to this screen, and from here it will be really terrible. I hope I can manage to deal with stuff. Currently not, but my radar was likely not on. Let's see if I can... oh, the radar is on. Why didn't it warn me about this? Yeah, target in rear. Now the question is if I can get it or not. And if it gets away, then I can best load a save game and try it again. I've tried slowing this down, but that doesn't really help. Actually, it makes matters worse. Well, come on, let's... Basically, I have to track but it is really... Basically, if I manage it, then I can shoot that ship, and then it's one trouble less. However, as you can see, it's downright horrible. And the time is very extremely short. I really hate this with passion. For this reason, as nearly all of those ships are completely untrackable, and if you miss them, then you will certainly not make it. At least not as far as I know. It is really senseless to shoot when the target is not locked on. I really don't know why they put this in. I will give it a few more goes, and if I keep failing, then there is nothing to do but to end this video, as it is really not doable. It is merely a matter of luck and nothing else. The position that you need to get the aiming done correctly is just downright insane. Yeah, well, like I said, one more try. This is the last one. Well, go to hell. I will end this video here, as I'm not going to the frustration of keeping on playing this. This entire mini game actually ruined this game entirely. And I really wonder how Mark Crow and Scott Murphy came up with this, but I hate them for that. Fortunately, this is the only game they ruined this way. Anyway, this is the end. I'm not going to show you the rest. I can cut it short. If I make it through this, then the game is officially finished. And then Roger and these two will end up on Earth at the Shera building, where Ken Williams would offer them a job. And that is how Space Quest came to be. As Ken Williams is not in need of a janitor, Roger decides to take this ship and fly on, with the big difference. In the last game he was unconscious, and this time he is awake, and that is where Space Quest 4 will start. Well, see you next week with Space Quest 4 at the same time, same channel. And sorry for not making this, but I am not this crazy. Bye bye.